Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's video. So today's video is about Mina camps. So Mina tent, which you're going to be getting during the Hajj season. So some practical information and practical tips which will help you by not getting lost during Mina days, because many people get lost and they forget where their tent was, where their camp was. So I will demonstrate some of the practical tips which will help you out during those days. So first of all, this is the generic map which is for the Mina tents. So here on the top where Jamarat is mentioned, these are the shaitan. So this one is the big shaitan, the medium and the small shaitan. And on the left side of this is basically the Haram Khana Kaaba. And as you go down, then basically from here the Arafat and the Muzdalifah basically boundary starts. So just after the Mina camps, now some of the Mina camps are even in New Muzdalifah as well, or New Mina, what they call. They cross actually in Muzdalifah boundaries, and after that on the lower bottom side there is Arafat as well. So here I have basically mentioned the categories, basically where depending on which camp you are taking or which category you are getting. So category A are usually very near to Jamarat, category B are a bit apart, and category C are farther than that, and Al Muaisim, which is usually the category C, they are here, which are near the slaughterhouse. So I have a separate video where I have explained all about Mina tents and Mina camps and the comparison as well, and this is the sheet. So I won't be going in this detail in this comparison. You can watch my video that will be in the comments where I have given the full comparison about the camps category or in Mina camp. So now the practical tips. So this is how the Mina camps look like in actual. So this is the actual picture. As you can see, they are stretched all as far as you can see. All are Mina camps and they are quite till far. So if you lost and go on a wrong way or wrong road, then you won't be able to come back. It would be very difficult, and especially during the Hajj days, the police over there basically makes even the passages one way. So even they are walking passages or walking roads, they make it one way, that from one way you can go and you cannot turn back from there, especially when the Jamarat, the stoning is happening. They make sure that you cannot do that. So if you take a wrong turn, you cross over the wrong bridge, then you cannot come back. So what you need to remember is that whenever you arrive in the Mina camps, there are gates like that, and they are gated, and there are actually some guards standing over there. They only allow the people who have the corresponding badge or corresponding tent mentioned either in their neck cards, the card which you will get, the Haji card which you will be having all throughout the Hajj time, you will be wearing on your neck, or you get and actually you will get a band, a wristband as well. On that your camp is mentioned, and this is the pole which you need to remember once you reach your camp, and note down and take a picture of this one, because the top number is your camp number, your tent number, and the below number, the 3-digit number, is usually the road number. So here you can see this is my actual footage where I was staying. So this is 40, so 40 camp 204 road. So this was, if I go back to the original picture, so this was somewhere here. Actually it was at the boundary of the category B. So category B starts from here, if you look at my mouse, and it goes till the end here. So my category was actually camp was or tent was at the end of the category B. So remember, take a picture of this one so that you remember, and this is the same picture but showing you some other things as well. And this number, the first number or at the below one, although you don't need to remember, but in case you get lost, is basically the first digit of the road number. Like in 2042 is basically the zone. Some people want to know the zone, and this is basically the zone number. So I was in the zone 2, and here you can see as well the yellow boards with the big sign. These are also the zone numbers. So zone 4 starts, but this is basically the starting of the zone. So as I said, I was at the end of the zone 2, which is in category B, and from here onwards, this bridge, after the bridge, basically the zone 4 starts, and usually the zone numbers are like this in the yellow board. The next thing, this is a zone map if you are interested, although you should be more concerned which category are you in, A, B, C or D. Zone maybe it can help or not. As I said, that my camp was here at the end of the zone 2, and from here the zone 4 starts, which is usually the category C, and category C even goes in zone 5 as well. The Pakistani camps last year in 2024 actually were in zone 5 over here. They were just starting after this bridge which I am showing, and this is how it looks. So zone 1 are usually the Kabsh, or basically this category A camps. Zone 2 are majorly category B. Zone 6 and 5 have category C and D, and even zone 4 has got category C. So these are the boards. So if you get lost and you are trying to figure out, try to take the help, or otherwise take the picture of your camp, take the picture of the surrounding buildings, and whenever if you are getting lost, ask someone over there. Sometimes there are police standing or some normal shopkeepers. Ask them, because they know the area better and they would be able to help you out. But if you have a language barrier, maybe it might be difficult. But or stick with your group, never go alone, because I saw many families, like couples or aged couples especially, they were lost and they were worried. I found like a few old people from Bangladesh. They were unable to figure out. They were saying they have been roaming around for more than 1 hour and they don't know. I've met a Pakistani couple and they were lost and they didn't know anything. The uncle did not know how to use the mobile and they were lost basically. So I helped them out. But that's the thing, even I'm restricted as well because I don't know much. But that's why, like, you can install the Nusuk app, that can help. And also through the time I will tell you about the apps as well that you need to install. It will be in the in my comments as well, some of the apps which will help you during that time in order to figure out your way and remember your camp. So these are some of the roads. You don't need to memorize them, but the road numbers, because majority of the camps are on some of the road numbers. As I said, the major roads are in 2 digit, but the minor roads or streets are in smaller digit, in 3 digit. And you can see my camp was on this street 204. And usually you can try to remember the bridges, because the bridges will help you that where your camp is nearby. Because once they make the roads or the streets one way, then the only way that you can go to the other street is through the bridges, because then you take the bridge to make basically a U-turn. Even you are a person, you are not on a car, but that's how it happens. And here you can see a map again. So these are Jamarat on the left side and these are the streets. So my camp was here on the street 204, and at the end of just before the bridge, okay. And in Arabic the bridge is called Kubri, usually they call. So near to this Kubri my basically camp was. And once I was going for basically stoning, I was going this way, and then I go to the Jamarat to stone. Let me do this. And then once you are going out of Jamarat, you cannot just turn back on the same road. They make it one way. As I said, the police won't allow you, and then you're gonna go back from this blue basically road. So from here you go back, then you take the bridge. You cannot go across it from any of the middle streets because they are blocked. The police will be standing here. You go over the bridge, cross over here, and then you come back to your camp. So that's the thing, that it's all one way, and that's how they manage it. So this is just to show the map. So this is Mina, this is approximately Muzdalifah and Arafat. Some of the Mina camps actually now reside within Muzdalifah, which is called the new Mina. Again, another picture, actual picture. So these are all pedestrian roads. You don't need to memorize them, but have an image in your mind that what you're gonna be facing, so that you remember once you are going. And because from where you're gonna be going, you can't come back. I went like from this road, and then you have multiple paths available which you can take. But usually if you go here, you do the stoning, whatever of the small Jamarat, big Jamarat, and then you come out from here at the bottom, and then this is the road number 50 from where you come back. And then once you are, if your tent is over here, then you need to go over this bridge and then come out and then go back. So it is quite a long walk. It's not a straightforward. Even if your camp is here in the start, very near to the Jamarat, you can't just go do the stoning and come back on the same road. No, you will still have to walk all around it, over the bridge, and then come back. So that's the reason that I have a separate video, that you need to be prepared for a long walk, because it's not easy. Here you can see during the Hajj season how much crowded it becomes. The credit I mentioned, because these are not my picture, to this person that from whom I took these slides, because this was very good information which I thought that it is. And you can see the crowd over here. All the police, you see these blobs, the quality is not that good. They are standing there, and if they see someone walking in the opposite direction, they will stop you and they will shout at you. So don't try to go on the wrong way. Keep the way going, because it is really crowded during the Hajj days, when people are going to do the stoning of the Jamara. So what are the important things? So the important thing is that upper number on the pole is the camp number. The number underneath is basically the road number. Okay, and so these are some of the informations. All pole numbers on the right side of the road, even pole numbers on the left side of the road. Main roads are in 2 digits. There are 7 zones in Mina, and there are also small roads as well. You can pause it if you want this information, but as long as you take the pictures and remember which kubri or which bridge is nearby your camp, then it will be really helpful to you. Some more information, that there are some medical camps, there are staff there, there are police over there. You can ask them if you're not feeling well, but you will see this type of camps at multiple places in Mina, which are there to support. If you're not feeling well, you need some medication, you can go there or you can ask them. Then in some of the areas, you will see some bakalas or some like temporary food arrangements like this as well. They are quite a lot in category B, category C and D, because in category C and D they give you unlimited food. There are no buffets over there, so these are quite often over there. In category B, A, or in Kabsh, because they are giving you the buffet, you have 24-hour food available. So usually these stalls are not there, because here you need to pay for them. But otherwise, in the normal areas, this is actually in category C camp. You can see that they have the food stalls you can buy over there. And here in category C and D, actually there are no guards over there, because they know that people won't be entering these. Only the places where they know that they are offering free food and the facilities are better, the guards are standing there, and they only allow the people who are eligible to stay in those camps to be there. And these are not the actual pictures. These are actually of the category B camp, and where to place the luggage. So there are on top of the camp, there are places, shelves like this, hanging shelves I would say, because they move and people put their bags over there, and they are overcrowded, as you can see in this one. And they are hanging. Why I'm saying hanging? Because they are hangers like this, and they move. If you move them too much, they were moving too much. In category A, there is better space for luggage. In Kabsh it is better. In category B it is like that. In category C, as far as I know, and D, there is no space actually. They don't give you even any of these kind of shelves as well. Here another picture of the same thing. And also one important thing is that what are the facilities. This is in category B, so they have the AC, air condition, you can see at the back. They give you, there are coolers on the right side, you see these are duct coolers. So because the one air condition is not good enough, there were 2 in my camp, but it was not good enough, so there were water coolers as well, which were running, and then it makes the temperature go better. Along with that, they gave us some pedestal fans, you can see over here, and then these revolving fans. And even in spite of that, the first day it was very hot, the coolers were not working properly. They were throwing the air, but it was hot air, and it was very difficult for us to survive. The other concern is to look at this one. So there is usually 1 socket in the whole room, or 2 sockets in the whole room for all those. There were, I think so, around 50 people in basically there were 2 tents, and they had combined the tents. So you can see this sheet. So usually they have a separation which they can make, but if it's a one group which is bigger, in my case it was a bigger group, and then they usually remove the partitioning from them, and all the people were there, and there were only 1, 2, 3, 4 sockets available. So you can see people had brought multiple chargers, and it was difficult to charge, and it was a hazard. Like coming from UK, this is a hazardous situation where you are putting so many sockets in one place, and any single spark can cause fire as well. And it was quite bad. Unfortunately, you can look at this, look at the mess, the extensions, because there is a limitation in UK to the number of extensions. There is a socket here at the back, but it was not working. What other thing? Whenever possible, wherever possible, use the bridges, because under the bridge the temperature is much better, because this Hajj will be also quite warm. So try to use the bridges as much as possible, or otherwise use the umbrella as well. You can see the uncle over here using the umbrella even under the shade, because it is really hot. It was around 50 degrees Celsius, and even with these fans trying to like have a circulation of air, it is quite warm under the bridges as well. And outside in the open, it's really burning. Good thing is that if you have your camp or your tent near to the bridges, always use the bridges. And if the washrooms are crowded in your own camps, you can use the washrooms under these bridges, because there are washrooms all throughout the bridges, and the quality of the washroom, the cleanliness of the washroom is 1,000 times better over there, and there is no crowd as well in the normal days. So it is better if your camp is near the bridge. Try to find on the first day when you arrive that how far is the bridge. If under the bridge there is possibility, try to locate the washroom, because near to the prayer time, the washrooms in the camps, whether you are in category B, C or D, they will be crowded. The approach is either go to the washroom 1 hour before the prayer, then you will be okay. Otherwise it will be the problem that it is very crowded. Or if you are in emergency, go to the washroom under the bridge, because all these white buildings, they are washrooms, and you can easily use them. There are lots of water facility on the right side. This is all drinking water, but there are multiple drinking water even in the open air as well. So these are some of the actual pictures. Just to state, of course, there are Indian washrooms as well as there are the commodes as well. There are more Indian commodes, which are these ones, as compared to the European style one. And the shower facility is there within the same bathroom. This is the shower tap, and there is a shower. It's a small one. You can hang there is a hanging availability. You can put your ihram or umbrella, whatever, in the washroom as well. There is this facility. So this is the picture of my actual camp in category B of the washroom. So this is the line. What happens just after the dinner or lunchtime, or usually near to the prayer. So this is, I think so, around the Isha time. After near the Isha time, the line is quite long. So it's better if you go before. Why there is so much mess, this stuff? Because it was warm, and as I've stated in my previous video, I don't know who was the scientist who said that, okay, it's a hot weather, give everyone a quilt. When the ACs are not working, when it's very hot, 50 degree, who thought about giving quilts over there? I don't know. They should have given a single cotton sheet to take over, and that would have been good enough. So everyone threw their quilts outside. You can see some beddings as well, because the bedding of the form of the bedding generates heat, and majority 90% of the people throw them out as well. So you can see the picture and the lines outside the men toilets. So again, this is to show under the bridge, and also on the normal road, that they block the road. So they block with this, and the police is standing. They don't allow you to cross. Only if you are lost, and if you are the resident of this area, they might allow you. They might, if it is not crowded. But if it is crowded, they will still ask you to go all around, even if it is a 15-20 minutes walk, and they won't care if you're old or young. Again, some pictures. So the AC is there, the pedestal fan is there. So the pedestal fan, the quality was quite bad, the wiring was quite bad, but these are the things. So this is the passage of my camp, and this is the category B we are talking about. Unfortunately, one thing which I noticed, the quality of the work which they do for these Mina camps, it's very bad. I don't know. They know, the Saudi government knows that every year millions of people are gonna come, 2 to 3 million. Why they don't make it in a better quality? Why the workmanship is so bad? You can see the quality of the screws over here, the gaps over here, because I saw 2 or 3 doors which were fallen. The second day they were fallen off, and people have thrown all their stuff their beds outside because of the heat. Here, just to show you that if you have got a wheelchair, any person with mobility issue, you just keep the wheelchair outside, because inside the space is very limited. I showed you the space where you need to put your luggage in category B, and the only place is that you place your wheelchair outside like this. And if you, once the time of the prayer comes, you have to pray within the same area. So everyone throw their beds, if there are some beds remaining, the pillows remaining, they put aside and they pray in the within the same area. So this is the picture when everyone went off to Muzdalifah. So we were the last one to Arafat, sorry, to Arafat. We were the last one to go within our camp, and you can see this is how it happens. So some beds are remaining, majority of them are outside in the passage, and here people have put the prayer mats in order to pray. So these prayer mats were given to us as a gift. You see this these blue capsules as well. So these were toiletries, some of the like brush, comb, and toothpaste. So these were also given by the Saudi government as a gift, and also these silver umbrellas. So these were kind of a gift for each person. And you can see that this is the room where actually this is the partitioning usually, and in this one block actually you did 15 to 20 people in this one, 15 to 20 people in the other one. But overall in our camp, I think so there were 45 people. I don't know, it was a bit oversubscribed, which I mentioned before as well. So this is all the information which I wanted to share about the expectations. So just remember, always take the picture of your camp, remember where your camp is. If you can save, you know how to use the mobile, or tell your parents or your friends who are going that how to save the location on the mobile, because although it might not help you that much, at least you can see where your camp is located. You're not going in the wrong direction because of the road blockage, and one way you might be in a trouble. But the ideal thing is take the picture of the camp, so that what tent it is, it's 40, 30, whatever, what road number it is, and also save the location on the GPS pointer, so that once you are done with the stoning, you know how and which kubri or which bridge to take in order to go back to your camp. Hopefully this video is useful. If you have any question, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.